I'm walking right now close to my home, close to my building, but I swear I couldn't recognize the streets. I'm also afraid walking because any minute anything may explode. Now it's not even safe to walk. Like as you can see here, this building caught a fire as well, other than the bombardments that happened. So it's not safe, nothing is safe, literally. This is an ambulance.
Because we learned something during COVID, didn't we? We learned not to trust the TV. At least we learned that much. And what are they saying on TV right now? What are they telling us? They're telling us that we need to hate, you and I. We need to hate the people they tell us on TV to hate. And if we don't, then we're the haters. Sorry, friends. My conscience won't allow me to do that, nor will my conscience allow me to support Lindsey Graham's ethnic cleansing plan.
We're in a religious war here. I am with Israel. Do whatever the hell you have to do to defend yourself. Level the place.
That's right, Lindsey. Let's level the place, and maybe whoever survives our leveling, we can put them on cattle cars, right? Get them out to a camp somewhere. By the way, isn't Lindsey Graham the same clown who promised Ukraine that he was going to level Russia? How's that working out so far, Senator Neocon? Level them. Level the place. Well, why not? They're just a bunch of Muslim terrorists in Palestine, right? You see, friends, look at these people here. You know what? They're Palestinians. They're Palestinians too. They kind of look like us, don't you think? Chapel veils, icons of Jesus, going to church. These are Christians living in Gaza. Now, at the moment, with the backing of your country and mine, they're evacuating their homes. They're going to be homeless soon. Some of them are going to be dead later on today. Some of these people right here. You okay with that? Please, please, please. I know you've been watching your TV, those who are critics, and you're going to come in here and you're going to say that I'm trying to justify Hamas and that I'm anti-Semitic and I don't think that Israel has the right to defend itself. What's the matter with you, man? Right? You've been watching your TV. Congratulations. Because the reality is, I'm not justifying anything Hamas did. And anyone who targets civilians needs to be punished. I get that. But is that what's going on here? Because we better make darn sure that's what's going on before we get behind it, before we start financing it, before we stand before the judgment seat of Almighty God and say, yeah, I was all for it, man. Level the place. Carpet bomb the cockroaches. This didn't start on October 7th. You know, we think we got it bad right now because the Latin Mass is being canceled and woe is us. We have to go find a Mass somewhere further. We got to drive further. Here's what Christians in Gaza go through when they want to go to Mass over in Jerusalem. And this has been going on for all my life, for years. This is exactly why there's been a mass exodus of Christians from the Holy Land all my life.
Palestinian Christians, once a powerful minority, are becoming the invisible people, squeezed between a growing Muslim majority and burgeoning Israeli settlements. Israel has occupied the West Bank for 45 years.
If you see what's happening in the West Bank, you will find that the West Bank is becoming more and more like a piece of a Swiss cheese, where Israel gets the cheese, that is the land, the water resources, the archaeological sites, and the Palestinians are pushed in the holes behind the walls.
But we're not supposed to pay any attention to that. As patriotic Americans, right, we're supposed to call for the carpet bombing of their homeland too now. We're supposed to get behind that.
I tell my brothers and sisters from other nations, Christians, I tell them to support us. My name is Sandy Kumsiya. I'm a Christian Palestinian. We are here in Bethlehem. It's really sad here. We want peace, of course we want peace, but we want a balanced peace and fair peace.
And the really weird thing about this, friends, if you dig into it just a little bit, where it gets really bizarre, Twilight Zone Rod Serling's going to come walking in here, is when you realize that we're not, as Christians, we're not supposed to say one word in the defense of these people because, well, we need to get raptured. Thank God not everybody agrees with the Christian Zionists. Thank God many, many Jews, some of whom are living in Israel, some of whom are Holocaust survivors, thank God those Jews are not being silent about what's really going on here.
But I'm personally a Holocaust survivor. My grandparents were killed in Auschwitz, and most of my extended family was killed. That's my personal background. In my teenage years in Canada, I became a Zionist. This dream of the Jewish people resurrected in their historical homeland, and the barbed wire of Auschwitz being replaced by the boundaries of a Jewish state with a powerful army. I found it liberating. It was exhilarating to believe in that dream. And then I found out that it wasn't exactly like that. That in order to make this Jewish dream a reality, we had to visit a nightmare on the local population. And there's no way you could have ever created a Jewish state without oppressing and expelling the local population, which is what they did. It's the longest ethnic cleansing operation in the 20th and 21st centuries. It's still going on. Given those conditions, of course people will go for extremist leadership. That's what people do when they're miserable and hopeless and deprived of any possibility whatsoever. You don't have to support Hamas policies to stand up for Palestinian rights. That's a complete falsity. Now, is it true that the Gazans shoot rockets into Israel, killing innocent civilians? Yes, it is. Do I support that? No, I don't. I just wish your Zionist friend would visit the occupied territories in Gaza like I have, and let him speak the way he speaks now. If he's got any ounce of humanity left, he would cry like I did for 2 weeks when I was there. It's always a complex question, but in terms of power and control, and it's pretty straightforward. There was a land with the people living there, and other people wanted it. They took it over, and they continue to take it over, and they continue to discriminate against, oppress, and dispossess that other people. That's what happened, and that's what's happening.
And it just keeps going. In the wake of the Hamas attacks of October 7th, Israel cut off all food supplies, medicine, water, electricity, and next to go will be the sewer systems. Now, even if every person in Gaza were a Muslim, is that okay? Are we okay with that? Is it okay for us to hate all Muslims because of what a few nutters did? To hate them all to that degree? Kill them all! Exterminate the cockroaches! Really? That's you? What is happening to us? Don't you understand? This is what the globalists do. It's what they spend every waking moment doing, trying to get us all to this point, get the whole world to this point. They're destabilizing the world by turning us all against each other. Even if you could kill every Muslim in Gaza, and I've heard people, man, Sean Hannity fans, that's basically what they sound like they want to do. Kill every single Muslim in the area. Even if you could do that, you could kill every single one, which you can't. Well, this US-backed war crime is going to trigger every Muslim youth in the world, especially in America, to hate us for years to come. So those of you who are like, well, I'm siding with Israel because, man, those Muslims don't like us. Do you really think this is going to help? Carpet bombing their homeland again? Just like we did in Baghdad back in 2003, the shock and awe. That worked out pretty well, didn't it? Every Christian, Iraqi Christian now lives up in Europe somewhere. Refugees blown out of their home because they were liberated by us. Liberated by the democracy people. You think this is going to help? If you're afraid of Muslims, man, be careful supporting this U.S.-backed war crime in Israel, if in fact it happens. Speak up now. Let saner voices prevail here, or we are going to have hell on earth for the next generation to deal with. Somebody, somewhere, should be suggesting we tap the brakes, don't you think?